Boomer Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. Just like if you were to go to a movie and you liked part one, really liked part one, and you expected parts 2 through however many to be just as good, if not better. Well, that's kind of how Baylor's things are going to be looking the next few years. You expect good, you want to see good things, but don't expect to see good things because it's a different director. In case you didn't know, that's a new head coach. We'll preview the Baylor Bears coming up next with their new director / head coach and everything you need to know about the Baylor Bears as we preview Baylor football only right here, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Welcome back to the preview show, everybody. My name's Harry James. The next game that the Sooners will have to play will be on the road for the second time. This time, though, it's not all the way out in Columbus, Ohio. It's just down in Waco, Texas, the home of Dr. Pepper. Not only that, but it's the home of the Baylor Bears, finishing the Bears part of Waco finished 7-6 out last year, 3-6 in the league in Big 12 play. That's 6th in the conference, and they tied with Texas and Texas Tech with the 3-6 bowl record, our overall record last year, and was the final team to be selected to go to a bowl, where they went out to Arizona to play in the Cactus Bowl, where they beat a very good Boise State team that finished 31 with the final of 31-12. The aforementioned Boise State team, another 10-win season last year, 10-3, 6-2 in Mountain West Division play, tied with Wyoming, but Wyoming won the division and went on to play in the conference championship. As we've already talked about, there is a new director this year for the Baylor Bear movie. This year, it's Matt Ruel in his first season, this season of 2017 at Baylor. Helping him, the returning actors in the movie are pretty good. In fact, you might remember the main actor in the movie, Zach Smith, finished, he's number 13, the quarterback for the Bears, came in after the quarterback last year went out in the Oklahoma game in about the third quarter with the ankle. Zach Smith comes in and passes for 1,526 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions when it's all said and done. But, you know, just like Oklahoma likes to keep a little bit of balance, as did Baylor last year, like to keep a little bit of balance. Helping them do that, number 22, Terrence Williams, he returns. He finished with 185 rushes last year to go for 1,048 yards and 11 touches last year on the ground for the Baylor Bears. The other returning rusher for the Bears, Jamaikel Hasley, 119 carries for 623 yards and 3 touchdowns in the ball game. In the season for Baylor. Well, when you have a guy that in just a little bit less than half a season throws for 1,526 yards, you better have some receivers coming back to help him. And we all know Baylor has receivers. In fact, the two leading returning leaders are number 14, Chris Platt, and number 22, Blake Lynch. We'll start with 14, Chris Platt. Mr. Platt last year finished with 35 catches last year for the Bears, while finishing with 567 yards in the air and 4 touchdowns for Baylor. While the Scary Bears had number 82, Blake Lynch, also 34 catches, 404 yards, and 3 touches last year for the Bears. And now Baylor might be a bit offensive heavy, but you know what, guys? You don't win, not the last two, but the two before, conference championships. Oh, we won the last two. The two before went to Baylor. And you don't win those two before Oklahoma, and you don't beat Oklahoma pretty soundly in those last 2 years, by the way, before, without a solid defense. And trust me, Baylor might not have a great defense, but they're pretty solid. Helping them keep it solid, number 11, Taylor Young, and number 48, Trevon Blanchard. Now, 11, Taylor Young, he's the big stud in there. He finished last year with 98 tackles, but didn't force a fumble recovery, or interception last year as a linebacker for the Bears. But however, the linebacker number 48, Trevon Blanchard, finished with 73 tackles last year, but did force a fumble and forced an interception last year at a linebacker slot for the Bears. A little bit more about this new director of the Baylor team. It's a Matt Rhule coached team. Rhule is a 1997 grad of Penn State. This is not Matt Rhule's first go-around. Last 3 years or so, 2013 to 2016, he's been at Temple. 2017, though, is his first year at Baylor. The last few years, he has a 28-23 record to match with 54% winning percentage. Postseason record for Matt Rhule, 0-1 at Temple. Conference divisional titles for Baylor, that's the number 2. And those are those 2 conference titles that we were talking about before from 2013 and 2014. Before 2015 and 2016 by Oklahoma, 13 and 14 were Baylor. But remember, 2014 was also the year they tied with TCU in the conference race. All right, guys. But Baylor, by the way, did win the outright title that year by beating TCU. All right, guys. It's been a blast. Thanks for watching. The Baylor Bear preview. Coming up next week, we'll do Iowa State preview for you guys. Until then, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great week. Thanks to all the military and military families. Let's see, got that out of the way. And finally, you can find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor. Tweet me at SoonerFanOK, or you can always find these videos on the YouTube at BoomerSooner1982. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and have a great week. And as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. This has been the Baylor Bear Preview. Take care.